And good afternoon, everyone. It is finally time for Act 2 of episode Revenant. It is week 7 of the episode. Two couple things first. If for those new here, I do a weekly update series where I go over all the rotators and everything going on inside Destiny 2 on Tuesdays. So if you would like to keep up to date as things release, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay update. Also, I'll be live this evening over on Twitch, the link will be in the description below, where I'll be playing through the entirety of Act 2, as well as doing a dungeon run with Vesper's host, since there are now double loot drops. With that said, also this week, Bungie has addressed the perk RNG issue, so starting today, November 19th through December 3rd, you can get double loot drops from Vesper host encounters. It is unknown at this time if that includes Icebreaker at the end of the dungeon, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Also this week, and I believe also through December 3rd, I could be wrong, the Gunsmith is offering a handful of curated weapon rolls from Rose, Multi-Mock, Indebted Kindness, Compass Rose, an Adept Hothead, and the VS Chill Inhibitor from the newest dungeon. So if you want to get any of those rolls, head to the Gunsmith to pick them up. However, to get the Indebted Kindness or the VS Chill Inhibitor, you do have to complete those respective dungeons first to get them. As for the other weapons, I believe you don't have to do anything special. You can go ahead and get them if you want. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and dive into our rotators, shall we? Alright, starting off with our Vanguard playlist. For our Grandmaster Nightfall this week, it is the Savathun's Throne World with Birthplace of the Vile. We'll have Grand Ensemble and Overload champions. Also, and the weapon, my apologies, for this week is the Wild Style Grenade Launcher. So if you're still trying to pick that up, now's a good time to get it. It is also double Nightfall rewards and rank. So if you still haven't reset your Vanguard rank, good week to do that. And if you're trying to get some good rolls of Wild Style, even better week. Also, alright. Next up, over in the land of Crucible, we have Relic and Rift this week. So if you have to do any weekly challenges for either of those, great time to do that. Alright, now for our rotating dungeons, raids, and exotic missions. Alright, first off, with our raids, over on Neptune, we have Root of Nightmares. So if you're trying to get the Conditional Finality, great week to farm that out. And then over on Europa, it is the Deepstone Crypt raid. So if you're trying to get Eyes tomorrow, once again, great time to go for that. Our dungeons this week, first off being Prophecy, and then Ghost of the Deep. So if you're trying to get Navigator, as well as the Catalyst for it, now's your time to do it. And then our weekly exotic mission this week is Presage for Dead Man's Tale. So trying to get that crafted or any of his catalyst. Good time to get that done. Alright, over in the Pale Heart, the weekly co-op mission this week is the Ascent. Don't forget, you'll need at least a single partner with you so you can shoot the front and back of a certain enemy, as well as shoot 2 nodes on either side of the rooms. And then our matchmaking overthrow is over here up in the Impasse. So if you're trying to get a good roll on your Ergo Sum, great time to do that. Alright. Actually, while we're here in the Pale Heart, the current daily lost sector this week is the Blooming Deep, which has Overload and Acceptable Champions. Also, tomorrow, Wednesday, it will be the Forgotten Deep. Extraction over in the Throne World will be on Thursday. Then Spelunker on Friday, with Metamorphosis being on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it's going to be K1 Revelation on the Moon. And on Monday, it will be Bay of Drowned Wishes in the Dreaming City. So that is your weekly rotating lost sector. Then over on Neptune, the current weekly terminal overloads over here in Zephyr Concourse, with the current daily incursion zone being in Liming Harbor. Alright, that is it. Alright, next up, with it being Act 2, we have a new quest line, as well as new challenges. So, starting off, when you first log in, you will have to go speak with Mithrax in the last city to kick off the act. And go from there. And then for our seasonal challenges this week, starting off with Resurrection 1, complete Part 1 of Act 2 Grave Robber. Get Bossy, defeat bosses in the Tomb of Elders, which is the new Prison of Elders activity from Destiny 1. Tomb Banes, defeat Bane and Power combatants in the Tomb of Elders, 40 of them. Ritual Ornament, acquire any ornament from the seasonal ritual weapon. So again, with it being double rank in Nightfalls this week, great time to grind that out and get the weapon as well as the ornament if you haven't gotten it yet. Then we have Round and Round We Go, generate orbs of power in Vanguard, Gambit, or Crucible playlists. The total number you need to make for this is 1,000, so keep that in mind. And then lastly, heating up rapidly defeating final blows to Scorn, in Gambit or Vanguard ops. I am unknown of the final number. Alright, so that's our weekly challenges. Lastly, let's go ahead and dive into Eververse. Don't forget, when I cover Eververse, I only cover the weekly Bright Dust offerings, nothing with silver. So, let's go ahead and check that out, shall we? On the front page, we have the Eagle's Robe weapon ornament, or from the Assassin's Creed collab set. We then have the Lion Tamer emote. We have the Pegasus projection for your ghost. The Transcendental Ambition shader. And the Long Since Lost shader. Alright, on the Bright Dust page, we start off with the Royal Groove Dance multiplayer emote. We have the Chicken Dinner emote. The Game Ghost shell. The Synth Howl ship. The Derelict Duty Sparrow. The ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 weapon ornament for Ergo Sum. And the Fungal Projection. Next we have the Nectar Dynamo shader. The Laguna Cruiser shader. The Wayfarer's Guise shader. Then the Spark of Joy shader. We then have the Twin Snake Transmat effect. The Shadow Legion entrance Transmat effect. And lastly, the Lattice Transmat effect entrance. Alright. Once again, don't forget, I'll be live this evening over on Twitch, starting around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have a link in the description below. And I will see you in the next guide video. Goodbye.